When Nancy O'Mara Ezold sued Wolf Block in the early 1990s, it would end up being the first gender discrimination claim for denial of partnership to make it to trial.
It had to be brought. It had to be brought. I mean, this was 1990, and it was the first case ever tried against a partnership. Why? So yes, it had to be brought. I think a lot of good came out of it. I can't tell you how many women have come to me and said, I made partner, and I never would have had it not been for your case.
As a plaintiff's lawyer now, Ezold knows all too well that suing an employer is not the easiest road to take. In her own case, she tried to resolve things internally to no avail.
At one point, I even offered one of the managing partners to come to a courtroom the next day where I was going to be examining a witness. And I said, if you come to the courtroom and you leave feeling I'm not qualified for partner, I'll walk away. And he never showed up.
Was Wolf Block's decision to deny you partnership the straw that broke the camel's back?
I recall a litigation department meeting where there was a piece of litigation, and none of us had tried a case. None of us had tried a case. And volunteers were asked to take this case. I was the only one that volunteered. I was literally handed the file at that table. And after the meeting, I went back to my office, I opened the file, and the head of the litigation department walked in, grabbed the file off my desk and said, we've changed our minds. So there was an opportunity for me to show what I could do, and it was taken away. And so assignments are critical, access to clients is critical, and those things are not given out equally between men and women in many, many cases.
After a hard-fought trial that aired much of Wolf Block's dirty laundry, Ezold won, but in 1993, an appeals court overturned the verdict, finding the court improperly ignored Wolf Block's claims that Ezold was not qualified for partnership. Ezold is still a proponent of women taking these cases to court, though she's not sure there is enough of that going on.
But when you consider the millions of female attorneys out there and the millions that have been in the workplace over the last 30, 35 years especially, the number of suits is infinitesimal. I mean, it just isn't enough to make a difference. And I wish it were. I wish there were a lot more lawsuits out there. If you want slow progress, then all the things that we have tried should continue. And I'm not saying that they're not important. They're very important. Trying to have a mentor when you join the firm, making sure that you ask for certain assignments. Women have to make sure that their male counterparts, their husbands, are sharing some of the care for the house and for the children.
For the female lawyers who make partner, their troubles don't end there, with several leaving law firms around age 50.
Even women who have made partner then see that in terms of support by the firm, marketing support, handing off cases that are going to be handed down from a senior partner to a junior partner, those kinds of things, when they see the favoritism over and over and over again going to men, there's a point at which they say, you know what, I can do what I do very well, and I can do it just as well for myself. And so they leave.
That then leaves a persistent dearth of women at the top echelons of the legal profession, which for Ezold and others is one major roadblock to closing the pay gap.
But until there are more women in positions of power in law firms, it's going to be grindingly slow change.